Hey there guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Marvy, and once again I don't normally do makeup videos, but being stuck in the house nudged me a little to do different things out of my comfort zone, so let's get started. I did my eyebrows and concealed, then I used Canvas from the James Charles Morphe palette to set it all together. The first color I went in with is You're Kidding from that same palette. It's very bright red, and today's look is kind of inspired by the candle that burns in my room every day, so it's going to be very warm tone. Next, I'm going in with the color Rusted right above it in the palette, which kind of looks like a mix of orange and red. I'm putting that on my crease, then blending it out. And here I am realizing how pigmented and blown out this color really is. Now going into Jaclyn Hill's Armed and Gorgeous Morphe palette, I'm going in with the shade Secure to blend with the Rusted and smoke it out into the brown boat. And boom, I accidentally put orange on my mouth. I didn't want too much of a defined eyeliner, so I just used an eyeshadow instead, which, by the way, why hasn't anyone told me to switch to using eyeshadow as eyeliner? Because it's amazing and easier to apply. I use a shade in Jaclyn Hill's larger Morphe palette that I forgot the exact name of, but it's a deep burgundy color, and with a flat brush, just go ahead and put it on like eyeliner. In the middle of my video, I got a FaceTime call from my boyfriend, and this is what I look like when I'm answering his calls. And when I'm trying to get his attention. Now going in with foundation that doesn't match but works anyways, I mixed NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation and L'Oreal True Match. While putting it on, my earphones were messing up my flow, and of course, gotta get the neck to fool those that think I've seen the sun recently. I normally don't do eyes before face because I find it more difficult for me to put foundation and such around my eyes and eyebrows, but since I've been playing around with colors lately, I might as well try to reduce the mess. Next, I concealed with Tarte Shape Tape, of course, everybody's favorite, and I put that on the highlighted areas of my face. I don't normally use a brush to blend out my concealer and such, but I do find it helpful to use a small one like this to get into the creases and small areas. With the same brush that I used for my foundation, I blended my concealer. Next, setting with airspun powder in areas I get most oily, which is basically everywhere at this point. Then I blended it together with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder, along with setting the rest of my face. For bronzer, I used this Makeup Revolution Roxy Contour and Highlight palette that my friend got me, and mixed the two darkest shades together and put that into my contour areas, making a 3E method. On the inner corners of my eyes, I used James Charles B to brighten it up a bit. On the lower lash line, I went back in with the same color on the lid to bring it all together in a smoky effect, using the same red, orange, and yellow warm tone colors. I wanted my eye look to have more of a wing type of effect, bringing it back a little bit, so I did that instead of keeping it in and circled close. We're going for a really dramatic effect here. After that, I realized I wanted my inner corner to pop out just a little bit more, so I added a bunch of different bright yellows and shimmers together and added onto it. For our blush, I used the Morphe 8W blush palette in the shade Provocative. I start with a small amount of the product first, then going back in to build the product because of how pigmented it is. Too much can actually bring attention to a clown, so start with a little first. I then blended the blush into my bronzer. And I love this blush shade for any warm tone makeup look because it just brings it together. My camera shut off for lips, but I used the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lip in shade number 17, Seduction. Definitely love their liquid lips because of how well they stayed on throughout the day. And I suck at eyelashes once again, so let's ignore the footage. But my camera died again for a highlight, but boom, here's the finished product. Thank you so much for watching and making it this far into the video with me. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on all my social medias, and I'll see you next time.